Hello, good morning. I was fiddling with OBS and I didn't look at the clock. Hey, listen. How's it going? Hey, Janae, Kilrasi. So, what should I draw today? I am open for suggestions. Throw anything my way, I'll draw it. Of course, with a dice roll. Ideally, something fantasy. Let's stick with fantasy. Trolls, witches, knights, wizards, all those things. Captain Boss, how's it going? Hey, Quentin. Hey, listen. Oh, it's almost end of November. It's crazy. Soon December. That's mad. This year just flew by. Troll villain. All right. Steam Golem. That's pretty cool. Witch Hunter. Hey, Bruno Romanus. Jenny. Good one. Hey, Captain Boss. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay-ish. I had some whiskey yesterday. Tried to burn off the germs in the throat. It kind of worked, or I was too drunk to to feel the difference. But I kind of feel better. It doesn't have that weird sick feeling in the body, which is good. Hey Eric Moy, how's it going? Dark Inquisitor Cyberpunk. It's fantasy topic or fantasy theme, but the Dark Inquisitor works. Oh, we got some topics. Let's roll the dice. So as per usual, not this one, but when I click number 5. Is there a number 5 even? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No number 5. Next topic wins. Quick, say, put a topic. You'll win. Dark Priest. Eric Moy wins. Dark Priest. Eric Moy stole it. Such a sneaky. Let's start this. Dark Priest. What's the twist to it? Just a Dark Priest? Okay, I kind of have a cool picture in my head. How does the hands work? Let's switch it around. Like, what I saw was wrong, so I switched it around. But the idea is still cool. Right. So what I'm gonna try to do is a really tall priest. And lantern animals. So what I saw was the tall priest is standing, kind of like lurching over, with really long arms. A little bit. There's an artist called Justin Kaufman. He did a piece with like priests many years ago. I can definitely see that there's a little bit in the subconscious. kind of revisiting my brain. But the twist here is that it's like a priest, and the cloak is separated, and through the separation comes more arms, like a centipede kind of. But it's not insects' legs, but it's human arms, just smaller versions. Hey, Captain Jetlag, what up? Kilrathi, yeah, Justin Kaufman is, I think, should still be the art director at Massive Black. And I want to, for the priest, I don't want to make him look like a Christian priest. I just want to make him look priestly. Yeah, I was thinking about the topic of discussion yesterday, by the way, off stream, and I think it's such a touchy subject to discuss. Luckily, it didn't. There was no backlash to the stream, which is a good thing. Which I think you can easily offend someone on topics like that. But that we discussed that fact as well, like that some people get really offended. I'll show you, by the way, why I started think. I'll try to find that image. Uh, yeah, here we go. This image. That's I remembered. But the only reason why I see the resemblance is because my initial view was the priest was kind of snaking around, like we could see it rotating the body and the arms revealing. And I switched the pose up because I found it not very priest-like. So I made this decision of like making him bunched up, almost like with no neck. And as soon as I made that arm, I was like, oh, that painting from Justin. And what's even crazier, that painting there that I showed you from Justin Kaufman is made with the traditional media, which is even crazier. It's with ink wash and gouache. Hey, Ice Die, Tormod. What up, Tormod? Yeah, and update on the hero card stuff. I started dealing out feedback. I wrote a little bit of a new rule or a guidance, like note number 6. And another thing also, uh, I locked the channel for subscribers only. So if you're a subscriber, you will be the only one being able to view and comment that channel. Hurrian. That's great, man. That's great. That's a strong move right there. Either way, Aryan, good morning, man. How are you? Hey, is it Hamza or Hermsa? Why I only stream for 30 minutes is because I'm a lead artist, art director at the outsourcing studio. And this is in my morning, in the studio. Um, we have a mandatory 30-minute warm up where we are creative, and then everyone gets back to work. So uh, we obviously it's client work at work, and we I can't stream client work because they're all under NDA contracts. NDA being non-disclosure agreements. So I can't stream my work. So I can stream my face with a black screen, but I doubt that will be very interesting. So what I do is in the warm-ups, I during this mandatory 30 minutes, I stream the 30 minutes. And occasionally I stream at night or stream on my lunch breaks. But in order for me to have a daily schedule, I squeeze the stream in during the obligatory studio warm up, which is great for us. We can share a coffee in the morning while I sketch my mandatory 30 minutes. That's why. Hey, I am Dio. How's it going? How's it going, Dio and Steely Bob? How's it going? How's it going? Hey, Concept Sam. Bruno Romanos. Yeah, what the thing is, like, I think what's a lot of people get flustered about, like, oh, I have to do something important. It doesn't need to be anything important. You can sketch whatever you want, and you can take an old sketch that's not client work and go, oh yeah, I want to make an illustration with this, and then we can start figuring out, how to go about doing it. It's not it doesn't need to be like I've mentioned this before. The hero card doesn't need to be a representation of you. Just deem it as a illustration school. Right? I will push your illustration, and it will be a great portfolio piece that you can use for, uh, to market yourself. And we will just use it. I will use it as a the whole idea is to help you, right? Because you helped me by supporting. So if you want to make an illustration about a cool character, just do whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll help you. You know, I'll give you feedback. I'll help you push I'll be art directing it, right? I'm gonna tell you where it needs more work and so on, and guide you through the journey. And it doesn't need to be this exact representation of Bruno Romanos, the be all end all of icons. It could just be some random. So I mean, if you want to do it random, if you have a hard time randomizing it, put yourself a limitation. Okay, now I have to design a main hero or a villain for a game. What is the game? Oh, the game is a sci-fi game, or the game is a western, or the game is a fantasy game. I want to make a monster illustration, which I will make. Right, I will also do one with you on Friday. Or start playing with a topic. Okay, I love the book Dune. Let's say, are you gonna make Harkonnen, and you start doing Harkonnen, Spider-Man, whatever. It doesn't matter. Um, Dr. Sheldon, what do you mean? I think rarely streams more interesting because you're expecting this daily 30 minutes. Do you mean that the longer streams are more interesting? Hey, Dodotronic. Oh, what up, Dodo? And Erika, Ricky. What's up? Kilrathi, on Discord, it is. Um, the hero cards is like a gemstone type, no, Hearthstone type thing, right? It's a little bit of a fun thing. It's like a hero card of you as a subscriber. If you subscribe to this channel, you'll on Discord you'll get the subscriber status, and in there there's a specific channel for hero cards, which is more or less I'll hold your hand through the process of creating an illustration, and while you create this illustration, I will use the illustration as your playing card on the stream, as like a end of stream thank you. Look at this is Ice Dice hero card or whatever. So it becomes like a um, just like a card that represents you, and you'll have help producing an illustration. I will give you feedback specifically, for the hero card journey. Hey, Dado. Well, I'm glad that you joined us. Join us. Join us. I'm not digging the hat. It looks stupid at the moment. I need to make it more interesting. I want to make it feel. I don't know what I wanted to make it feel like, but just not that. Örjan, there is no limit to it. It is an ongoing, as long as you're a subscriber. Because I do understand that people are busy with work and so on, and maybe not everyone can finish an illustration in 2 weeks. So I don't want to put that deadline on people. So it's going to be an open challenge. I will try to give feedback as fast as I can, so there's no downtime from my end. And the only then hindrance for the improvement of your hero card is you and your time ability to put time into it, right? So I'm gonna try to give feedback really fast, and act like an art director in the sense of pinpointing weaknesses and pushing you in the right direction. So Herns, if anything specifically helped me in the early days, testing, experimenting with techniques, being a part of a group where experimenting was welcome, and sharing techniques and ideas were something that was happening on a daily basis. Studying masters in an intelligent way, being not just copying, but actually trying to pinpoint something you want to learn from that specific artist. Let's say use of colors or brushwork or foundation or framing, instead of just I'm going to copy this master painting. You actually try to reverse engineer it or understand it when you're doing your study, so that you're actually working smart and not just hard. But overall, at the beginning, a lot of it comes with uh, having someone push you in the right direction, and secondly, mileage. At the beginning of everything, you really, really need to put the hours in, because it's a matter of repetitive uh, studies, uh, learning them, the physicality of painting, I guess is a way of putting it. Teaching your muscles to do what your mind says. Ability to visualize something that's only visualized internally, and then being able to reproduce it externally is a skill set. And you can only learn that by doing. You can't not practice being able to draw and expect to be good at it. It's one of those things. Oh, Dr. Sheldon. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. And I think that's why I love doing the streams as well. Um, to share with the industry, especially for beginners, that what happens daily, rather than the beautiful portfolio work. you know, Look at my greatest, most fantastic painting, and then you don't see the struggle, you don't see the studies, you don't see the sketching, you don't see the thought process, you don't hear uh, what they're thinking. I think it, I think it's unfair, and people get a skewed understanding of what it means to be a artist for industry, for the industry, because you're a product designer, more or less, and it is a skill set, and it's not fine art. That's one of the reasons. Örjan, well, no, not no. The hero card is one illustration, right? That's going to represent you. Then, of course, we could do afterwards. We could do, oh, you're going to have the version 2 because you leveled up, or next year you're going to have a new hero card, or next 6 months you're going to have a new hero card, and you're going to have a replacement for your visual representation, the hero card. I think that's absolutely fair as well. The only thing, why I do it, why I think I like the idea, is helping you, right? Helping you, helping me give back, all that. So whatever we want to figure out how to do it. I mean, it's not like a indefinite art director service. I mean, that could also be. We could also do that if you want, like tier 3. If you subscribe tier 3, I will be your personal art director on call. You can do it like that as well if you want. I don't mind. A one-to-one tier 3 art director service. One-on-one, I mean. Not a bad idea, actually. That service doesn't exist, really. Run your latest illustration past a professional artist with a 14 something years experience. Hurri, yeah, it's anti-smudge glove, so I don't put grease on the synthetic, you know, skin oil and all that. Direct with daddy. Uh, Örjan, I think it's Twitch sub uh, or Patreon. I don't know yet. I'm leaning. I talked about earlier in the year about starting Patreon kind of school or a support platform, kind of like I'm doing with the hero cards. Um, I think it's leaning more and more towards something like that. We'll see. I haven't decided it. Eric Moy. Yeah, why not? Zealit. 101? You're crazy. Hernsa is all of the above, really. It's like a really smooth material. You don't feel it scratching on the surface. You don't make it messy. It, it increases the durability and shelf life of the Cintiq. And as I have a 24 HD, uh, here you see, and it's smooth. You don't mess it up. It lasts years and years. You don't need to send it for repairs because the idea is like you put grease, skin oil, and whatever on the screen. Some dust falls on it. It interacts. You drag your uh, pen on top of it, and you start scratching the surface. Repeat that every day, 8 hours a day, and in the end, you're gonna get a really, really uh, is going to get a ruined display, right? You're not going to see it crystal clear because you've been eating away the protective film of the Cintiq. And then in this way, you're just limiting that damage significantly. Yeah, I'm level two artist. And in the end, you don't say anything. You just show your glove. Like, ooh. Datotronic, no. The 24-inch HD that year I bought it has a glass surface, glass-like surface. So it's very durable and it's really heavy. It's not. It's no means of being portable. I think the whole Cintiq with stand is like 30 kilos, and the screen is very strong. It doesn't wear at all. I had a 21-inch UX before, and that screen just died, instantly died. The surface material of the protective screen was shit, absolutely shit. I mean, I could remove it with chemicals, and it's saved, and I can apply a new one. But I didn't have time for it. I just went, fuck it. I'll buy a bigger one, a better one. Help me conquer the world. Datatronic, yeah. The 21 UX was shit. That screen was horrible. It was really, really horrible. And when it got damaged, it was like goodbye. It's there's no coming back. So I just ran it into the grave on full speed. Like, oh yeah, you're not going to play ball with me? I'll show you. And I just absolutely destroyed that screen. And in the end, I use it as a tablet. because it was looking like it was like looking through water on that display. It was like no sharpness whatsoever. So I just used that as a tablet, and then I thought, I'll buy it. Yeah, the jaggy lines, I don't know what it is. There is a fix for it. You can kind of hack Photoshop, hack the drivers to limit the jagginess generally. But for me, I don't really care. I'm no line artist. But yeah, it is an annoying thing when you assume it's supposed to be perfect, right? And it's not. Dado, yeah, exactly. It's a Captain Boss. That's perfect. That is perfect. Holy shit. That's good. Oh man. That is spot on. That is so good. Is that wicker wicker thing that you use to smash the carpets? Damn it. Now you ruined it. Now it's ruined, boss. Oh, how dare you. How dare you ruin the fun. Hey, thank you, Jenny. Damn it. Now I can't unsee it. Ah, shit. 1 minute left. It's gonna be like the carpet cleaner priest instead of the archmaid. That's perfect, Anya. The archmaid. Not mage, but maid. That was great. Damn it, Pulse. Now I can't unsee it. That's all I see. Fuck. So funny. Oh god. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good design. Bad. So fun. Ooh, I like yellow way more. Why do I like yellow way more? I don't mind. I'll show you a little thing I was playing around with for a client. I obviously won't show the client work, but a technique I used to kind of make the painting more advanced. I made a brush. Shut up, phone. I found a brush that was like a fur brush, but I put the layer on hue, and then I sampled, and then I painted. Or was it color? It was color. Let's do it again. So I sampled and then with color started painting in. And it doesn't show that much when you're just doing it like this while painting or in zoomed out. But the big picture, it changes quite a lot. I'll zoom in and I'll show you the difference. You can see this kind of subtle vibrancy because the brush itself acts like this. So you get like subtleties, and you can erase it. And the client wanted a little bit like a more painterly feeling to very clean renders, like a cartoon almost like, but they wanted painterly at the same time. So I played around with that idea of variation, and it turned out quite nice. Örjan. Oh, that usually means more textures, as in defined like photo. Painterly, I I, I see as suggested. This is my experience of if a client says more painterly, more suggestive. Uh, Less painterly is more like photo crunch. Um, Crisper, realistic, smooth and defined. Yeah, there we go. All right, time is up. Who can we visit? Christopher Kent, what are you doing? Uh, let's look here. That's kinda doesn't look that interesting. Art pupil. Okay, someone doing studies. That could be cool. Oh, person, I'd like to rate you, but I have no idea how to write your name. Okay, at least you I can write. I know that looks pretty cool. Mana Cloud. That looked like a pretty doit render. Values at least. Crying blood. Oh. Right. Let's take a quick look at you. No, you have switched. Where was the other person that did studies? Are you doing studies? How's your studies? Um, mm, This is not. This is not good. Shit. All right, let's do this studies, girl. Let's help her. The shit. All right, let's rate her. Give her some support. I mean, doing studies and all that. Have a great day, everyone. Good night if you're in that end of the world. For you who don't know who raid works, just join the event, and I'll switch to the outro. And after the outro, I will switch to the channel. Um, anyway, see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good one. You guys are the best. Toodles.